What if I told you the most anticipated entry-level mirrorless camera of 2025 does not officially exist yet? Today we are diving into the Fujifilm X-T30 Mark III leaks that have photographers refreshing rumor threads like it is sport. I will walk you through the design choices, the specs that could actually matter to real shooters, and I will save the single most surprising rumor for the end because it might change everything. If you love camera leaks and want to stay ahead, subscribe now and stick around until the last reveal. The X-T30 line has always been Fujifilm's gateway into its ecosystem. It is the camera that takes smartphone shooters and turns them into people who care about aperture, shutter speed, and film simulations. The Mark II started to show its age as autofocus demands and processing needs grew, so the idea of the X-T30 Mark III getting the X Processor 5 feels like an actual step change rather than a polite refresh. Put plain and simple, if those processing and autofocus upgrades land here, they will push advanced features down to a price point many more photographers can afford. Leaked dimensions of about 118 by 83 by 47 millimeters and a weight near 378 grams, with battery show Fujifilm intends to keep this compact and pocketable. Expect the retro physical dials for shutter speed and exposure compensation that make Fuji feel tactile and intentional. The rumors point to a magnesium alloy chassis wrapped in faux leather, which keeps the feel premium without turning it into a heavy weather-sealed tank. That trade-off will disappoint some outdoor adventurers, but for street photographers and travelers who prize small size and quick controls, the design choices make a lot of sense. Here is where things get exciting. Reports indicate a 26-megapixel X-Trans sensor paired with the X Processor 5, which could bring noticeably better low-light performance and AI-driven autofocus that actually tracks subjects reliably. In-body image stabilization is also in the rumor pile, and if true, that changes handheld shooting for almost everyone. Burst performance is said to be 8 frames per second on the mechanical shutter, and electronic bursts reaching 40 frames per second, which is astonishing for an entry-level body. Video creators are not left out either, with leaked 4K at 60 frames per second and possible 6K oversampling at 30 frames per second, plus modern log support for grading. Trust me on this one, IBIS plus that processor equals a camera that can punch above its weight for both stills and video. This camera seems aimed at smartphone upgraders, street shooters, travel photographers, and hybrid creators who want pro-level features without pro-level complexity or cost. The rumored price of $899 to $999 for the body places it in a very attractive sweet spot. The real win here is not just a single benchmark, but the whole package. Fujifilm color science, film simulations that look great straight out of camera, tactile dials that speed up shooting, and access to a mature lens lineup. If Fujifilm delivers IBIS and X Processor 5 level performance at that price, the X-T30 Mark III could convert a lot of photographers into the Fuji ecosystem. So are these rumors too good to be true, or the start of a quiet revolution for entry-level mirrorless cameras? If Fujifilm pulls this off in October 2025, the budget mirrorless category might be forced to rethink value. Which rumored feature matters most to you? IBIS, the upgraded processor, the burst speed, or the video capabilities? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell us which lens you would pair with it. What if Fujifilm finally built the X Pro 4 the way fans have been dreaming? Not just a spec upgrade, but a camera that actually feels like a new era. Today we're unpacking the rumors, the believable leaks, and what actually matters if you're a street or documentary shooter. I'll tell you what the likely guts are, what Fuji might change about the design, thankfully probably no more hidden screen, and whether the price will feel like sticker shock or a fair trade for something that could actually be special. Stick around. The last bit on price and timing might make you decide to buy, wait, or sell your X Pro 3. The loudest rumor, the X Pro 4 could borrow the 40.2 megapixel X-Trans CMOS 5-hour sensor that's already proven itself in Fujifilm's newer bodies, paired with the X Processor 5, the same combo that's given the X series that gorgeous high-res look. That combo explains the 40-megapixel chatter and why people expect top-tier JPEGs straight out of camera. Here's where I get a little smug. The X Pro series has always been about feel. Rumors point toward Fujifilm ditching the X Pro 3's inward-folding hidden screen and moving back to a more usable LCD, maybe a cleverly protected tilting screen so purists can stay distraction-free while the rest of us can actually check framing fast. That would be a brilliant middle path, classic vibe without the practical headaches. If Fujifilm wants the X Pro 4 to matter, it can't just be prettier. The hybrid viewfinder needs to be noticeably better. Sharper EVF, brighter OVF, with less parallax. And autofocus needs to be rock solid for street and reportage work. Sources say Fuji's thinking the same. An improved hybrid viewfinder and autofocus refinements are high on the wish list. If they deliver that, plus smarter subject recognition, the X Pro 4 stops being niche and starts feeling like a tool you can trust in chaos. Expectations include in-body image stabilization and a sensible video package. Think useful, 4K 60p and 10-bit internal, for hybrid shooters, not a full cinema rig. That's the sweet spot. Enough video chops to make the camera versatile, but still primarily a photographer's instrument. If Fuji adds more flexible color controls, HSL sliders, or user LUTs, this thing could be genuinely attractive to creators who want Fuji's color straight out of camera, but still want post flexibility. Fujifilm has confirmed a successor to the X Pro 3 is in development, but multiple trustworthy rumor threads also warn it's been delayed. It may not land in 2025 and could slip into 2026 as Fuji tweaks the concept to be something more than just another update. Price chatter ranges from the $2,000 zone up toward $2,600 to $2,800 if Fuji pushes premium upgrades, so be prepared for a top-tier APS-C price tag if they go all in. So hype justified? Maybe. If Fujifilm gives us that proven 40-megapixel sensor plus a seriously improved hybrid viewfinder, IBIS, and a thoughtful screen solution, the X Pro 4 could actually live up to the legend. If they phone it in and slap old internals in a pretty body, fans will be rightfully annoyed. What do you want to see most in the X Pro 4? Drop your non-negotiables in the comments. I read them. If you like this breakdown, smash that like, subscribe for more camera rumors and real-world takes, and hit the bell so you don't miss the moment Fujifilm finally says, "Here it is. Trust me on this one. We're close to finding out."